I think we finally got the technology pulled together. They're going to be recording everything that's going on today. We've got cameras and things that's actually going to be available on YouTube. So we've been working on makeup and stuff on the... No, we haven't been doing that. But it will be published, and so that we can watch that at later times. So, we really appreciate you being here and having an interest in water rights. This is something that grabbed me about 35 years ago when I first started with the Division of Water Rights. And I got excited about learning about this stuff and the importance that this resource has to the state of Utah. It's just a critical thing, and the way we manage it is just such a critical process that we go through. I've had a lot of people say, oh, that Utah water laws are antiquated and we need to change them. We need to do something way different than what we're doing right now. But in my opinion, they work very well. We have a prior appropriation doctrine in the state. First in time is first in right, and the market seems to dictate where that water moves and where it goes. And I think it's a good system. I've looked over the last probably 10 years at what's happened with our Utah water law, and there's probably been an average of about 5 water bills that go through every year, some years more, some years less. But in the last 10 years, that's about 50 changes that we've had to Utah water law. Every year we get looking at things and something needs to be tweaked. And so people talk about our old antiquated water law system, and we're working hard to get that updated to match things that we need to do today to help meet future needs and present needs around the state. We've got a program over here for the next 2 days, and I hope you brought your pillows to sit on. Chairs are really quite not soft, so but we're going to be going over some different things, and they've reworked the program based on new legislative changes, and they're going to be talking to you about some of those and how that works, and just trying to help you understand how water works in the state and what the Division of Water Rights does, and how we process applications and how we make the decisions. And hopefully when you get through here, you'll understand how all of that process works, and we'll have a better understanding of that. There is a testing process that you'll have the opportunity to go through and earn a certification that you've gone through this course, which we hope you take and want to go through that. This certification will identify you as someone who has taken the course, who has this basic understanding of water rights law and the things that we're going to be teaching you here today. It doesn't give you a professional engineering license or a professional geologist, hydrogeologist license or anything to deal legally under the state law as far as those requirements that are established by statute, and they're going to teach you about some of those things and who can do what in the state with water rights. But it will give you an understanding of how it works and how you can move applications through the process and how you can understand why we make the decisions that we make. And hopefully we're doing those things on sound scientific principles, and I think you'll learn about some of those things as we talk about that. Feel free to ask questions as we go through the process, and each speaker may tell you when they want their questions. I don't know if they're going to have them at the end or during their presentations, but it's helpful for you to get clear on the things that they're telling you about. When I first came here, I thought I knew quite a bit about water rights. I'd been in private consulting for about 5 years, and we'd worked on some wells and with some cities and doing water systems, and I thought I was pretty good. And I came in and started working, and I found I didn't know much about water rights. And I found out where to learn that is actually working with water rights and working with them a lot, and it just kind of gets ingrained in you. And like I said, I got excited about it. I like this work, and it's been a very interesting career for me. This position that I'm in is a governor's appointed position. It's a 4-year term. It's a non-political kind of thing that you get put in this position, and I don't get released for 4 years unless I violate the law. I mean, I could do some things. If I killed some of my employees, I think I would get released, but or maybe not. Heard the governor talk. I didn't hear him, but he reported back to me that he had met at a meeting up in Weber County, and some people probably not overly happy with some of the decisions we'd made, asked if we could work on getting a new state engineer. And he said, you know what, that state engineer is appointed for a 4-year term. I couldn't fire him if I wanted to. But the way he said it was kind of like, well, do you want to? I hope you don't want to, please. Anyway, I've got a great job, and it lasts until next January, so I'm pretty excited that I'm still gainfully employed. So, and we'll look and see what happens with the new election with the governor. And usually, after the governor's elected, he has the opportunity to appoint a state engineer then to run the Division of Water Rights. But it's been a great job. I'm happy to have the opportunity to serve. I'm glad you people are here wanting to learn more about how we process applications and how the water rights system in the state of Utah works. We appreciate your comments and questions, and let's just try to understand and have some fun over here. I know we've met with rural water users, and we were trying to decide what can we best do in the water rights area to help water systems and people in the state understand water law. And this class is one thing that we thought of, is to get people together and let's have some time spent together and just talk and explain what it is and go through this certification process to help you get a better feel for what we're doing. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you have the interest. I appreciate Rural Water Users Association for what they've done and been willing to kind of pull all this together. We appreciate Paul Gedge, who's our technical person back here and going to send us worldwide today, right? So thank you very much. Okay, and I think that's all I had, but thank you so much, and I'll be looking forward to these presentations and your questions and learning with you. So I'll turn the time over to Shannon, right?